Hi everyone, this is Arohi from Pyfit Technologies, and in this tutorial I'll show you practically how to deploy your machine learning project using Flask. See, model deployment is very important because this is how you can make your model or your project available for the users so that they can use it. So for today's class, I'm creating a simple linear regression model which will predict the salary on the basis of experience, test score, and interview score. Using this application, user can input their work experience, their interview score, and their test score to get their salary predictions. So, okay, let me show you the application before getting into the code first of all. So this is the application here. So this is the final application. Here user will enter the experience, test score and interview score, and then user will click on this predict button. When user will click on this predict button, that person, that employee will get the predicted salary. So let me show you practically. So let's suppose if my experience is 5 years and my test score is 7, let's say out of 10, and my interview score is 3. So click on this predict button. This is the output which I'm getting, means this should be the salary if person have the values which I have entered. If those are the values, then this should be the predicted salary of that person. So this is the final product, means after completing this whole video, this is what you'll get. So if this is what you're looking for, then keep watching and please subscribe to my channel. Now I'll explain you each and every line of code which I have used for this whole application. So this is the folder structure of the code which I'm showing you. Over here you can see we have two folders, one folder with the name of static and other folder with the name of templates. I'll explain you what are these folders, but first of all let's understand this model and app.py file, model.py file and hiring.csv file. See, this is our dataset, hiring.csv file. Let me show you the dataset first of all. So this is my hiring.csv file. See, this is a very small dataset. I'm using very small dataset, but in reality, in actual applications, we use lots of data, so that your model learns properly from it, and then only it will predict the correct results. But for this example, I'm using only this much of data. See, we have one experience column, test score, interview score. So on the basis of these three columns, we are predicting the salary of a person. So experience, test score and interview score are independent variable and salary is a dependent variable. This is what we want to predict. So now let's come back to this folder structure only. Now you know what is there in this hiring.csv file. Now let me show you this model.py file. This model.py file have algorithm on which we have trained our algorithm, right? So this is my model.py file. These are the all required modules. And then I have read this hiring.csv file, the file which I've just shown you. We are reading this file using pandas. And then we are dividing our data into independent and dependent variable. Means x is our independent variable and y is our dependent variable. First three columns of our data set, we are writing it in assigning it to x. On the basis of these three columns, we want to predict the last column. This is how you can get records of last column. So in y column, we are storing salaries column, and in x variable, we are storing experience and then test score and interview score. Now we have divided our data into x and y. See, this data set is very small, so that's why I'm not dividing my data set into train and test split. Otherwise, in real applications, we are working on lots of data, and at that time we divide our data into train and test, right? But in this particular example, my data set is already very small, so I'm using all the records for training my algorithm. So that's why I hadn't used that train test split over here. So the algorithm which I'm using is linear regression. So first of all, I'm importing this linear regression algorithm for this particular module. And in this regressor variable, this is a variable, okay? So in this variable, I'm calling this linear regression, right? Now, in machine learning, whenever we want to train our algorithm, we just need to use this fit method. Fit, and then we need to pass the data, means what is a dependent variable and what is independent variable. So we have our data in x and y variable. Over here we have divided our data into x and y. So we are giving this data to our algorithm. From this data, our algorithm, on this data, our algorithm will get training. Dot fit will train your data algorithm. So once your algorithm is trained, so what we are doing over here is we are storing this trained model into this particular file. So why we are storing our trained model over here? Because we want to use that trained model for predicting the outputs, right? So we are using pickle.dump. This pickle over here we have imported this pickle module. So we are using this pickle model over here, and using dump method, regressor is a variable in which we have trained our algorithm, and we want to create one file with the name of model.pickle, and in this particular file we want to store the data which is in this particular variable. And what is there in this particular variable? A trained model, linear regression, which is trained on this data, right? So we have trained our model, and this is our saved model. Now when you will execute this code, after executing this code, you will get this model.pkl file over here, model.pkl file. So this is a trained model. Now we will be using this trained model, saved model, to predict the results. Now clear about the model file? Now you know what is there in hiring.csv and what is model.pickle file. Now let's see what is this app file, app.py file. This is the app.py file. See, over here we are writing a Flask code. So what you need to do is we simply need to create a Flask application. So over here I'm creating a Flask application. So this is the line. By this line we are creating a Flask application. So what I'm doing over here is app is a variable, and by writing this code, only this much you need to write to create a Flask application, right? So this is how we are creating a Flask application, and this is how these two lines, this is how we run that Flask application. Now in between, this is the code which we want to execute. This is basically what we want in this application, how this application should work, right? So this is the functionality of that application, right? So this is how we create an application, and this is how we run Flask application, and this is the functionality. Now let me show you the functionality. See, we have two functions over here. This is the first function and this is the second function. So if you see, every function is associated with one URL. So this is the URL associated with this function, and this is the URL associated with this function. So what it means is that this functionality should work on this URL, and the functionality which we have mentioned in this function should work on this URL, right? So we have one more variable over here, model. In this model variable, I'm loading the model.pickle file. So if you remember, we have just saved our model, the linear regression model, in this model.pkl file. So now we want to make the prediction. So over here we are loading that saved model, right? So now let me explain you the very first function. In this function, what I'm doing is we are just calling index.html. Index.html is the very first page of our application. This is the index.html page, means whenever user will open the application, this will be the first page, and this is what we have explained in what we have written in this home function. Now let me show you this index.html page. This index.html page is present in this templates folder. Always remember, whenever we are developing Flask application, then we have templates folder. Under template folder, we store all the HTML files. So this is our index page. So what is there in index page? So this is the basic HTML. which is there in index page. See, we are creating a form. These are the 3 input fields, and we have enclosed those input fields in a form, and this is a button where user will click to predict. Important thing to note is in under form action. See, in this form, under action URL underscore for predict pivot salary predictor. What is this pivot salary predictor? So let me show you. This is pivot salary predictor function. See, this is the function which we have developed in app.py file, and what we are saying is when user will input experience, test score and interview score, and when user will click on this predict button, what should happen? This functionality should happen. What is there in this particular function? That we have explained, that we have written over here. I'll explain you what is there in this function. But what I'm right now telling you is under form actions, we need to write the function name which we have, the function which we have created in app.py file. You need to write the function name over here, whichever function you want to execute on the button click, right? Clear? And then, okay, now let me explain you this function. So see, this is the main function. This function is predicting the output. So first of all, what we are doing is I have one variable over here with the name of int underscore features, and I'm running a loop over here. Why I'm running a loop? Because if I talk about this data, how many columns we have, how many different fields we have 3 fields, and we are using for loop so that one by one, using the loop, we can get data of all the fields, right? So this is what I'm using is request dot form dot values. Which form? This form. So how we can get the values of these the form? By writing this function request.form.values will give you the values, and all the values will get stored in X, and X is getting stored in int features. Now we have data. The next thing is we need to convert that data into an array. So we are converting that data which we have collected just from the form, and we are converting that data into an array over here, and we are storing those array values in a final underscore features. Now finally I'm making a prediction over here. Prediction is a variable. Model. What is this model? The model which we have just loaded, right? So model dot predict. Dot predict is a method by which we can predict the output. And what we want to predict? We want to predict the salary on these features, on the values which user gave us, right? Final features. And our final result is stored in prediction. And then in output variable, I'm using round method. Round method simply means I don't want values in decimal places, so I am just round off those values. I'm rounding off those values over here. So in output variable, finally we are getting the predicted salary. Now I want to show this predicted salary on screen. So for that, what I'm doing is, where I want to store the output, I want to show the output on index.html page only. And output should be like employee's salary should be this. Let me show you the output once again. See, experience is 2 years, score is 5, and interview score is 7. And when I click on predict, employee salary should be this, right? So this is the output. Right now I'm talking about this line. Employee salary should be, and this is a placeholder. This placeholder will get value from here. And what is output? Output is a variable where we have rounded off the value of prediction. So this is how you will get the output, right? Clear what we have written in this prediction salary predictor? Pivot salary predictor function. So how we have connected this pivot salary predictor function? You just need to write that function name in the form action. And prediction text. The output which we are showing over here is because of this. What is there in this prediction text? Let's see. Prediction text. Under prediction text only, we are writing whole this data. We are writing this whole data in this variable only, and then we are calling this variable on index page, and whenever you want to call any Python variable in HTML page, then you need to write curly braces on both the sides like this. So this is how we are getting the output. And the final thing is, this is what we have in this index file. And we have one more folder with the name of static, and under static folder you can store your CSS files, your images, and all the other files. So this CSS folder have style.css file. Let me show you this style.css file also. So this is basically a, this is just for beautification of your application, whatever you want to do over here. And images, whatever images you want to use, you can store those images in a images folder under static folder. See, the image which I'm using over here is this. So this is how you can build your applications using this is how you can deploy your machine learning or deep learning applications using Flask. So if you like the video, please subscribe the channel. Thank you.